This video is all about if you don't have that big stash of fabric, you can just use pillowcases or t-shirts or recycled shirts and paint your own fabric with acrylic paints. I'll show you how. I'm starting with this outfit. I like the baggy pants, I like the stripes, and then I like the multicolored coat. And I had to show you this serendipitous piece of fabric, and all I did was wipe off my palette and my paintbrush, and it made this beautiful fabric. For more details on the items that I sew in this video, go to my playlist and the 2019 capsule wardrobe. I'm using the coat pattern that's listed in my Etsy store. I have the Welly Wisher size also. And I broke my own rule about sewing before cutting, but in this case, in order to put the color on, I went ahead and cut out the whole pattern. I gave it extended sleeves and I rounded off the hem. I will also cut off this excess fabric. Okay, I'm ready to paint the rest of this coat. And I wet the fabric, and I also sprayed a little bit of water on the paint because I wanted a watercolor effect. Now I'm just going to take that paint and just dab it anywhere that it's white. I want to cover up all my white spaces. The little coat, and you'll notice that I hemmed the sleeves, and I put a facing. For the pants, I'm using the pants pattern included in the bundle. And you might have noticed that when you cut this off, that doesn't exactly mesh. But the reason is I wanted the shorts to come in quite a bit at the bottom of the leg. So when you cut this out, just leave it like that and even up the side. Like I've done here. And I'm going to increase the size. I'm going to make the pants baggy. Anytime I want to alter my pattern, I like to draw it on my personal preferences graph paper. So I'm just going to separate and make it wider all the way down. I started out drawing the stripes on just some fabric. This I used the ruler. And just to show you the difference on this side, I eyeballed it and freehand drew stripes. So it depends on how left brain you are, if you like precise little stripes or if you like a more freehand approach. I used a permanent marker, and you can use the fine point or the larger. And I made a little flub here, but you can drive yourself crazy if you try to make it too perfect. The pants turned out exactly like I wanted them to, kind of baggy. I rolled them up. And when you just make the pattern as is, you don't have to have elastic. But when you make them baggier, then you need to put elastic in the back. In a previous video, I showed you how to make just little tubes, and I thought this turned out really cute to wear underneath this jacket. I had to have some cute shoes with this outfit, so I'll show you how I drew these daisies using a Sharpie. Flowers are pretty forgiving. If you mess up, they still look okay. First I started with a circle, and then kind of spaced it evenly. Like that. And a couple of times I had to overlap. Then I'm going to come in here between and just put some more petals. And that's all it is. Then I painted the center with yellow, the acrylic paints. And of course I had to have some polka dot shoes. You can use these little sponges. And I just took the lid off and dipped my sponge inside the lid, and then you press not too hard and not too soft. It's just kind of, if you practice, you'll get the hang of it. And warning, take your nail polish off before you paint with acrylics, if you're messy like me, that is. Next, I made the little dress, and I just lengthened the top. Just made the top longer. But it's actually a short dress. I'm going to paint some stripes on it and some flowers. The roses look kind of fancy. I'll explain the stripes a little bit later. But they're really not. I'll show you how to do those. Start out with a dry brush and dry fabric. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the paint with no water on it and put a dot. Then I'm going to draw some little overlapping curves. And you can make it as big or as little as you want. And then pick up your water. And I dabbed it a little bit. Then you're going to put your water on it, and that's when the paint will start spreading. And after it completely, and you can go over these, if you don't like the thick part of it, you can go over it with water. After it's dry, you can add some more colors. I like to add white, and I put a little green in there, and a tiny bit of pink. And for the leaves, you just do two little curved lines. One thing I learned in my art courses is don't connect the lines, especially if you draw eyes. You just leave them open at the end, and then you dab your water on, and when it dries you can put another color in there if you want to. And if you look at rose bushes in nature, you know that they have those 3 leaves. Of course, stripes are the easiest to do, and I like the watercolor effect. So what I did was I put just a dot of this acrylic paint and sprayed a little water to the side. And I started with a wet, this was wet, and you dip into the paint and just make your stripe, and then you dip into the water and it makes that paint spread. And I waited till it was completely dry to draw the pink or the magenta type stripes on it. I did the same thing. I started with a wet piece of fabric, and that one really ran, but I like it. I like a watercolor. That's one of my favorite mediums to paint with. So you just kind of run it across there, and if it doesn't spread, then you dip it into your water and just kind of run the water along the same spot. I did add a little cuff to this just to make it different. I have some videos that show how to do that. I hemmed it. I will use a Velcro tab as my closure, and I used a t-shirt as my binding. I have videos on that also. The next outfit, I got the whole thing from the back of a dress shirt. This time I used hot water to dye my fabric and acrylic paint. Here's the shirt, and I just used my own handwriting to write something that was kind of appropriate to our recent events. And there are lots of other little cactus quotes, such as "be sharp," or, well, you can look it up on I love how this turned out. And all I did was put paint on my fingers, and then sometimes I'd use my bigger finger. I used my thumb once or twice, little finger to make little ones. Then I took this marker and just made the flowers. And I also took a very fine point magic marker and I made the spines, or the needles. I have several videos on how to make a gathered skirt. It shows how to make the waistband. This time I used tucks or pleats to make this skirt. I just made the basic top and I cut it shorter, and then I fold it down rather than sew the shoulders. I folded it down, and I'm going to use ribbon and make this shirt look like this one. And I'll just tie a little knot and hand sew it like that, and then another one at the shoulder. If you're wondering how to put colors together, here's a quick little art lesson. When you choose complementary colors, both colors will pop. And complementary colors are opposite of each other on the color wheel. You see the green and the kind of magenta that I've used. And here's the red and green, which are opposite on the color wheel. And on this one I used analogous colors, and that's the colors that are beside each other on the color wheel. Thanks for watching.